Alright guys, welcome back to some more Syberia, the world before. So without wasting our time, let's continue from where we left off in the last video. Thank you so much guys for joining and having fun with me. I hope you like it. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and here we go. Continue. Right here. Let's go. We have to go to the musicians district. Okay. We get this. Yeah, I know. The painting was hidden. Okay, so we got everything like in a. If you want to look at it, I don't think so. I want to look at it. How the music square painting, the music square. I remember this on the first episode. I think it's gonna be fun because in today's episode,
Mademoiselle Lenny told me the Music Academy is near the musical square. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me more.
there would be like pianos playing and things like that going on in the music district, musicians district maybe. So we're gonna have fun.
Ah, hello, Miss... Ah, Miss Walker. Did you sleep all right?
Fine, thanks.
Now, is there anything you need?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the Music Academy. Can you tell me how to get there?
You just need to take the tram northbound to the musical square.
Is there anything I should know about the Academy?
To tell the truth, it's a little glum nowadays. Especially when you think it was once the jewel of the town, where students came from all over the world to perform on the musical square, you know. Pity. It's since lost its panache of old through lack of students and means.
Well, I guess I should get going. Thank you for your time, Frau Wagner.
Feel free to ask if you have any more questions.
Thank you. Let's go. We go to the tramp, I guess. Let's look at this. Can we walk on with this bike? Yeah, it's just a cinematic of how the bike looks. It's just a cool bike. But it would be nice if you like wash it. The refugee was done, right? Refuge was done. The travel. Alright. We are good at the tram. What? Okay. Musician district. Okay. My bad. Alright. Use introspection before you go to the academy. Okay, let's see where the introspection would be. But if I can't find it, we're gonna go ahead. Can't find it yet.
Don't do that. Stop it.
Oscar?
Oh dear. Help. Help. Someone. Help. Put me down!
Oscar? Bet you can't catch it! Don't you dare! Put it down! Right now! Alright then. Oscar! Are you alright?
I had a bit of a bumpy ride, but I am glad to see you, Kate Walker.
Oscar! Oh, I've missed you so much.
I say, this display of emotion is most unreasonable, Kate Walker. I do hope you don't plan such profusion every time I change bodies.
It's just that I've been worrying about you. Where were you, Oscar?
Well, the mechanical instinct of my host took me for a ride, all across town. It took me the whole night to tame it, and that's when I bumped into those little rascals.
Yeah, lucky I was in the area, huh?
Quite. So, Kate Walker, what has happened since we parted at the Balaton River?
Maybe we should just sit down for a second, Oscar. This might take a while. And that's when Demoiselle Lenny gave me the address of the Music Academy in this neighborhood.
I see, Kate Walker.
You must think I'm crazy, huh? Running after that girl, Dana, who must have died ages ago.
Well, Kate Walker, you know I have difficulty understanding illogical thought patterns. But in the end, what I do understand is that you need to find her. Is that correct, Kate Walker?
Yes, that is correct, Oscar. I'm glad you're taking it so well.
I don't see any fundamental difference between crossing Europe in search of mammoths, travelling on ostriches in an irradiated zone, or following your double. These are not things an automaton such as I take into consideration.
Any other thoughts, Oscar?
Well, I guess I could ask you where we are heading, but truth be told, it doesn't really matter. I will follow you wherever you lead, and for as long as you require my services, Kate Walker. That's what an automaton does.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh dear, I hope you're not going to become physical, are you?
No, I was just going to give you a pat on the back.
I would rather you refrain from having such thoughts. I am not a dog, you know. Whatever next?
Anyway, we'd better get going, Oscar, and you'd better keep out of sight.
Oh dear, I don't suppose I have any choice.
Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. Come on.
I'm so glad he's back.
Kate Walker?
Yeah.
Is there anything that requires my assistance?
I'm so glad he's back.
Okay, that's it, right?
Is it really necessary for me to be shut up in here, Kate Walker?
Sorry, Oscar, but I don't want to run the risk of losing you again.
Yeah, I don't either. I love Oscar. Let's go! This was the Academy. Right here. Let's do it. Let's have some music, guys. Now, Oscar is here, so Oscar will also enjoy some music. We can go up as well? Wait a second. I want to go up.
Strange.
Anything else?
Strange.
Due to the forthcoming computerization of the mechanical orchestra of the music square, playing this piano is strictly forbidden until further notice. Ooh, okay.
I can't open it like this. It looks like it's been mechanically sealed. I don't think I'll be able to open it directly.
Interception. There you go.
I only know Dana as a waitress at the refuge, and yet everything seems to fit with her here. Not hard to imagine her coming here to the Music Academy to study. And who knows, maybe Leon waited for her outside one day as a surprise after returning from his Baltayar expedition.
Let's go to the Music Academy. Come on, let's go. This is right over here. Ask for Dana's file. Okay. DSS, IRD here, Vaghen, and eviction notice. Ooh, okay.
So that's the famous Vaghen Music Academy? It's not what I was expecting.
Well, it is what it is. Who do I call?
It looks like the rector is desperate to reduce the costs of running the academy.
Guten Tag!
What now? If you're from the council, you can come back when I'm not so busy.
Okay, so you're busy. There's no need to shout at me.
So, now what do you want? Council minion?
I'm not from the council. I'm just a visitor here. I came because I was hoping to look at the file of a student from the 1930s.
Oh. I'm sorry, It's just that I haven't time for digging up old files from 70 years ago. I have way too much to do here, you understand.
I can tell you're a little overwhelmed. Where's the rest of the staff? Or maybe a student could show me.
You are standing in front of the rector and the only employee of this academy. My name is Maximilian Mahler, and it falls upon me to manage everything on the premises, the maintenance, the archiving, and the lot before we close next month. So, if you don't mind...
I'm very sorry to hear that the academy is closing, and I can see you're extremely busy, but I've come such a long way to see it. I'd be so grateful if you could locate it. It's really important to me.
And so is this place important to me, too. And I would love to hear the mechanical orchestra play one last time before the academy closes. But, alas, I can't, can I? Unless...
Unless what?
Well, you know...
All right, then. So if I get the mechanical orchestra going, you'll get me that file, right?
Oh, of course, Fraulein. Of course.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Believe it or not, I have seen mechanisms like the one on the square before.
Well, in that case, I promise to give you the file in return for your services.
Thanks.
But I must warn you that the square has undergone some transformations over the years, and some parts of the mechanism may be difficult to get to.
Don't worry, I'll make myself thin and slide between the cracks.
You'll find some of them scattered around the square, and some of the others you'll find in the clock tower. Now, if you'll excuse me for a second.
What are you...
Now, what is the name of that student you're interested in?
Rose. Daha Roze.
And what were the years she attended our illustrious academy?
In the 30s. 1937, to be precise.
Oh, and here it is. And here you will find the annual inspection reports of the mechanisms by Frau Beckmann.
Frau Beckmann?
She was the rectress of the academy during the years you spoke of. These are from 1937. You see, I have a marvelous memory regarding archives. This is why I have chosen Frau Beckmann's, because there's something in here regarding that Edna Droz you spoke of.
Daha Roze.
Quite. You will also find some sheet music with annotations. This is the Hymn of Vaghen, which you must play on the piano on the square in order to activate the orchestra of automatons. Once you have fixed the mechanisms, of course. All right then, here you go. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, good.
This sheet music corresponds to the piano part for the Hymn of Vaghen. Someone's added annotations. They could help me play the hymn on the piano on the square, like the rector asked me to.
And then take this as well.
I wonder what it's supposed to represent. The report that the rectoress of the academy filled in with the help of Dana back in the 30s. Music Academy Inspection Report, October 12, 1937.
Today, I was due to inspect the musical mechanisms that enable students to give a public display of their talent and enable us to showcase the quality of our teaching to the people of our beautiful town.
Here we go. Back in the time. Daha Roze and Frau Beckmann. Oh!
Like every year, I needed a volunteer from our students to help me during the inspection, and this year's choice was obvious.
I'm fine, really.
Well, you're looking off color, darling, and on edge.
No, it's just that I haven't heard from Leon since he left with the Origin expedition from Kantar. And also,
Well, we've got company. You'll tell me later, Dana, darling. Meantime, be good and stay safe.
You too, Yunta.
Is everything all right? You look under the weather. We don't want one of our best and brightest to fall ill now, do we?
Thank you for asking, Frau Beckmann, but I'm just a little tired, that's all.
And who was that lady?
Just a friend I met this summer.
You do keep some surprising company, Fraulein Rose. Anyway, I have something for you that will take your mind off things.
Oh?
Would it interest you to see the mechanisms that enabled you to perform so brilliantly here last spring?
That would be wonderful.
Good. Come and join me at the kiosk when you have a moment. But don't be too long, though.
Alright, let's go.
Come and see, Fraulein.
Incredible.
Isn't it just? You see these flags? Each mechanism housing for each musical automaton on the square is represented by one of these flags.
Fascinating.
Today is the day they are being serviced. Each mechanism has been inspected by an Academy maintenance man. In theory, they're all functional. But if you like, you can go and see these maintenance men on my behalf and fetch back their respective reports. You would be doing me a big favor, as I have to inspect the piano in the kiosk. And also, it will give you a chance to take a peek at each of the automaton mechanisms.
Thank you. I'd be delighted.
Now, take this. You'll need it to open the maintenance room that leads to the most impressive mechanism of all, that of the clock tower.
Thank you, Frau Beckmann.
Do you have any questions before you go?
Do you know who built the mechanical orchestra? My father told me it didn't exist when he was young.
They were built by a strange young French inventor by the name of Vorarlberg some years ago. From what I heard, he was visiting Vaghen while en route to the east, just after the huge fire that destroyed the town. He was moved by the legend of Vera Schönberg, that virtuoso who died in the fire. So he offered his talents to rebuild the city and create the mechanical orchestra.
When the mechanical orchestra played along with me last spring, it was incredible. But how does it manage to play at the same tempo as the piano? It was almost like in a dream.
Oh, it wasn't dream work, Fraulein, but clockwork. The piano is connected to the mechanism that you are going to inspect, and the hymn of Vaghen played on the keys. That's what sets the rhythm and the intensity of the performance, and that's what triggers everything else.
I'll go and see the maintenance team.
Good. Thank you, Fraulein.
Okay.
According to Frau Beckmann, it opens the maintenance room just next to the clock tower.
Alright, got it. Alright, let's go. Come on, go down. I think it was right over here, right? This is the clock tower, and the doors should be right over here somewhere. Let's find out, let's find out. We're gonna find it out. This door right here, maybe? Nope. I gotta figure this out. Okay. Right next to the clock tower. Which clock tower are you talking about? Okay, you can't go over here. That's okay. Got the answer. Maybe over the side. I'm just making sure everything is going correctly. Oh, this one right here, right here, right here. Got it.
It's locked.
Hey, careful what you're doing here, right? Don't go and injure yourself or damage any of the material.
Okay, I need to go back to the cakewalk and go back over
Looks
here.
like the rector was right, Oscar. I should be able to find the mechanisms he wants me to repair by following the circuit Dana described in the report.
They would still need to be accessible to us today, Kate Walker.
Glad to see you haven't lost any of your legendary optimism, my dear Oscar.
Okay, let's go. Over the side. Right opposite to the music academy there was this one, right?
According to the report, we can access the clock tower mechanism through this building, in what today must be the back room.
There is every...
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about the Vaghen Music Academy?
It's the large building across the square there. Used to be quite renowned worldwide, actually.
But not anymore?
Well, from what I gather, hardly anyone studies there nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised if it were closed.
Well, what happened?
Budget cuts from the town council, I guess. The academy can't be very lucrative.
I see. Thank you. I should go now.
Auf Wiedersehen, Fräulein. Come back again.
Yeah, I need to like go to the back room. Maybe I have to go to the Daha Roze.
I just come down from the tower. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order up there. The mechanism's in perfect condition.
According to what the maintenance guy told Dana, there should be an access to the clock tower somewhere in the room.
Okay, let's go. We we can talk to him about the thing.
Ah, Fräulein. So, anything else I can help you with?
Well, I need to get to the back room of the shop.
This shop?
Yes, if you don't...
I'm sorry, but it's strictly forbidden to the public. Besides, why would anyone want to go back there?
Well, it seems that the back room has the only access to the clock tower, which is where I need to get.
I'm sorry, but it's against company rules. I can't allow it, Fräulein.
Okay, thanks anyway. Okay, I need to find another way in.
Okay, so there were 3 things, 3 maintenance rooms, right? So yeah, go ahead, go to Dana.
Go and write out your report to Frau Beckman. There's nothing else for you to do here.
What do we do with her? Repair the automaton on the square, repair the mechanical, locate and the elevator to the clock tower. Okay.
Paul Beckman told me to look at the mechanisms on the square. I wonder what they look like, especially now that they've been inspected by the maintenance men.
Okay, let's look at it.
The maintenance man said it was functional. I shouldn't touch it.
CDTA. Okay, let's go over here. I need to go and find that if this is correct or not.